Everyone, welcome to channel again, Cloud Institution. So today in this video we're going to see one of the interesting topics, which is Terraform Meta Argument, which is depends on. So what is depends on? So let's see what is depends on. So Meta Argument depends on is basically a um, s- it's used to handle the dependencies. For example, Meta Arguments to handle hidden resources or module dependencies that Terraform cannot automatically infer, which means that if there are two resources or trying to get created at the same time, okay, see if both the resources are having interdependency of each other, okay, so then you have to create a first resource at first and then the second resource has to be created second, okay. So both the resources should not be created at the same time, right? So how Terraform will be working is that, so whenever you are defining all the resources, so it will try to create all the resources at the same time, so it's kind of running a parallel tasks, okay. So we are going to see in demo that how the Terraform will create a dependency of each other, and then how are we going to solve it, okay. So let's go back to the demo, okay. So if you have follow our last videos, so in the last video I've created Azure RM resource group and then VNet and then the subnets, okay. So now in this video I'm going to create a couple of new resources, okay. So I have two new resources. These two resources are going to be creating. One is Azure RM route table and then Azure RM route, okay. So in the route table we'll be having a route inside that, right? So now if I do a Terraform plan, okay, it's taking some time. So if you do a Terraform plan, all the other resources are getting created, okay. So now if you can see here, Azure RM example, okay, so route table example, and then Azure RM route table, route is creating, okay. So these two resources are getting created, okay. But if you can see here, right, so the route table name I've given a reference of the cloud institution route table, okay. So now what happening is here is that I'm creating a route table here, okay, and also at the same time I'm going to create a route also, but I have the references of route table name over here, okay. So what's going to be happening is that it's going to create a dependency of each other, okay, because it's going to say that it it is not created or yet, or it's not completed yet, but it's trying to take a reference out of it, okay. We're going to see how this is going to work here, is that right? So if you can see the output here, okay, Azure RM route, okay, is going to create a route, but the route table name is going to be Cloud Institution route table. Here, yes, you can see here the route table is again created, right? The route table name is going to be Cloud Institution route table. So now let's see what is happening and how are we going to fix the dependency of this one. Okay, so you have to closely watch the error. What's the error you're getting? So now if you can see Terraform apply, okay, so Terraform apply. As you can see here, it's going to get two resources. Now, if you can give yes, so it'll take a fraction of minutes. Okay, so now it's going to create a route table and then the route both at the same time. Okay, as you can see here, it's trying to create both the route table and routes at the same time. So now, if you can see read the error. Okay, so the resource Microsoft um, route table cloud institution route table under resource group was not found, okay, because it's trying to create, okay, so both are trying to create at the same time, so the route table is not being created completed first, okay. Meanwhile it is trying to get the reference of this one, okay. It's trying to create this route, will be trying to create inside the route table, so it's trying to create a dependency, it's just failing, okay. So how are we going to fix this one? So if you want to fix this one, we have the concept called meta argument, right? So one of the meta arguments, this depends on, okay, you give it depends on. Now I'll be giving depends on the resource. The resources will be like route table dot route table here, okay. Now what happens is that whenever you are running this one, okay, it will try to make some dependency, okay, between these two resources, okay. So what happens is that when you do a depends on this particular resource, So first it makes sure that this resource is created first and then followed by this particular resource is getting created. Okay, now let's do Terraform apply. Okay, so Terraform apply and we'll give yes here. Now we'll see what's the dependencies are there or not. Okay, okay, so it is just getting created, right? So you must be wondering that, so that when we are running for the second time, okay, so that route table might be already created, right? So when we're running it next time, it is not taking any dependencies because I can see only one resource is getting created. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to delete this resource, both the resources. Okay, how are we going to delete only these two resources? I'm going to comment it out and I'm going to do a Terraform apply again. Okay, so when you do Terraform apply again, so what will happen is that you'll try to delete, okay, so both the resources. Okay, now once it is deleted, okay, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to uncomment this one and then I'm going to do a Terraform apply again. Okay, so but this time it's going to be creating newly, these two resources will be creating newly, but we have a dependency on each other. Okay, so it has a route table will be created first followed by the route. Okay, so we are going to do Terraform apply again. I hope you are following that. Okay, so Terraform apply. Okay, so when you do Terraform apply, you can see that so both the resources are getting created, and now it is having dependency. Okay, now if you can give yes, you must be noticing one very interesting concept. Okay, as you can see here, route table route is creating. Okay, but it's not started the route. So as you can see here, route table creation completed, and then it's starting creating a route. But if you can see in the previous error, what we have done, what happened whenever you got the error, okay, if you can scroll back, you can see here Azure route table, Azure route, and then route table are getting created at the same time. Okay, but now here here you can see the route table is creating completed, and then it's starting with the route. Okay, so this is what is getting creating a dependency of each other. Okay, so hope you understood this, the concept. So if you wanted to learn more videos like this, okay, please subscribe to our channel. Okay, so we are going to see some interesting topics in the next videos. Okay, so stay tuned and thank you.